Hello, so this is the second design. We tried to optimize it as much as possible to reduce the material usage and hope that the fabrication samples fit into our budget. So I'll get onto it. So this from the side panels, these are hollow. So no materials right here, no materials right there. We're hoping that as much as possible we can have their aesthetics maintained as much as possible. We can maybe maintain this kinds of curves, absent the dimensioning and all that. So from the front, this front panel. So there are two ways. There are two ways you can go about fabricating this. The first way is that the side panel and the front panel and the back panel can be merged, welded together so that it can be seamless. Just comes from so that it just comes from the back, front, side, and this will also be welded with the lower panel and the middle panels. So when this is welded, it will be just one structure, and the only structure that will be movable will be the inside, this one. So the insides will the that's the first way. With the only ones that will be screwable. You can remove them, you can insert them, and then you can screw them. So that's the first way. The second way is to have the all the panels are screwable, so you can remove this, you can remove the front, you can remove the the side and the back panels. So whichever way is easier to fabricate and is the best ways, you can decide on that. So let me just break it apart. So this is the side panel. You can see the side panel is joined with the top, and then it bends to the other side. So the the other side panel now comes in and screws with this side panel. So yes, so as you've seen, the top will now it stretches to the side, so the side will be screwable to the top. And apart from being screwable to the top, it will also be screwable with the side. So from the from the side from the side panel to the front panel to the other side panel. So that's how it's going to be in the other model. So they are all screwable if you decide to use the other technique, but I prefer the first technique because I feel like if you weld the entire frame, including the inner parts, and then you just leave the inner side, this side. So if you leave this side, we'll just be able to access it. So you just unscrew it, take it off, and then you access the rest of the materials. So I feel like that will be better. Apart from that, the front panel, okay, the back panel does not have any modification, it's as it is, but the front panel on the inside has this. I've also sent you the dimensions, so this one will be the one that will be holding the acrylic bar that's coming in for lighting, and then the wirings will go through the inside, so the insides will be hollow mostly. So and this front panel, there's a front sheet here, this one that's giving the shape, it's going to be welded along with this. So the front will be you won't be able to access anything from the front, so it won't be removable. This one and this will be welded together. So yes, so that's what happening. That's what's going to happen. Apart from that, the acrylic door will remain to be as we agreed on the previous model. There'll be the stepper motor on top, and then there is going to be the bar, and then the bar is going to pass through this. So the bar is going to pass through this, and then it's going to be held by shafts, and then you're going to now have the acrylic door coming in between. So the electricals will also be on the inside. I'll have to also give you dimensioning for the power supply so that they can also be on the inside. I've done dimensions for that, so they're able to fit on the inside, the lower side, so we can be able to put them there. Maybe we just need the only thing that we need to add on to that are brackets that can hold those electrical components through, which we'll do when we are fabricating it. Apart from that, there's also the screen, the display, and the camera. So we'll also fabricate something to hold the display and the camera. So this mounting for the screen, I've sent the dimensioning for the same. I'm hoping that we can have something like ball bearings right here that can be used to achieve rotational kind of motion, so that the screen can be able to face the user. And this you just, it's not continuously rotational, you just rotate it once and then you fix it at that point. So that's when let's say you're installing this device. So apart from that, there is the lower sides. So the lower components, I've also sent them. So this the lower bars, so they're just going to be there, and then this is where we're going to firmly fix them to the ground as during installation. So you're going to just firmly fix it to the ground. So we're hoping to get that kind of design whereby we can have something to fix it to the ground, so that you can also assist in stabilizing this design. So we want to prioritize aesthetics as much as possible, and this is why this is the achievable model. But what we want is to maximize on the aesthetics. So if there is any way we can improve on the aesthetics, we'd appreciate that. So yes, so I wasn't able to do this format. This is another kind of design that we wanted to achieve. I wasn't able to convert it to sheet metal because of the bending and all that. But if it's possible, we can probably have curves like this on the lower for aesthetics. We can have smooth edges, and maybe we can have curves like this on the front, on the top, instead of having just the square, so that we can maximize on the aesthetics as much as possible, and it can fit the design, such as the acrylic look, the acrylic door look, so that we can have that symmetry in the design. So I'm hoping we can be able to fabricate this hopefully within this week. So because we are really behind schedule, so I don't know, maybe if I get the quotation early enough, maybe tomorrow, I'd truly appreciate it. So thank you. Yes, and if you have any questions, just feel free to ask me.